Mama, why are you cleaning the mushrooms?
I cleaning these mushrooms because they are like a 1 week old and are a little mushy, but they're still good. So what you can do is have a wet paper towel or napkin. You can clean it, or you can take, actually look at this, peel this part off, and you have a clean mushroom.
So, Mama, what you making today?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. I'm making a kind of mac and cheese, but I'm mother of four, and I never, ever, ever, ever make mac and cheese like the box mac and cheese. I always love to put vegetables in my kids' meals, and this is an easy way. Oops! If you have picky ears at home, if you are teenagers, if you have little kids, if you have toddlers, this recipe is easy, delicious, cheesy, gooey, cheesy. Everyone at home will love this recipe. So let's get started. Mac and cheese, veggie style. You can use any vegetables, literally any vegetables. You open your fridge and what you have, use it. I using cauliflower, peppers, tomatoes, onion, garlic. These two is the ones are giving really good flavor to the sauce. All mushrooms, but you can use fresh. And instead of cheddar cheese or those kind of bad cheese they use in the mac and cheese, I using Gouda cheese. It's easy to find, high in protein, and melts beautifully, giving this creamy texture without becoming oily or grainy. Look at these beautiful tomatoes. Tomatoes are rich in antioxidants like lycopene. They support heart health and they help create a smooth, naturally flavored base without needing added sugar. The easy way to cut red bell peppers is going around with a very good sharp knife, high in vitamin C, naturally sweet, especially when roasted. Add brightness without the spice. Roast bell peppers blend beautifully in creamy sauces. No need to chop all the vegetables really fine because we are going to blend them. Onions. Flavor foundation. Onions is essential for building flavor, add natural sweetness, support digestion, help create a balanced savory base. Never skip the onions in a vegetable-based sauce. Cauliflower doesn't try to be the star of the show. It blends in, it thickens sauces, and it becomes super creamy without tasting like anything. So while everyone thinks they are eating mac and cheese, cauliflower is quietly doing all the hard work in the background. If you are cooking any kind of pasta, garlic is the main ingredient because it enhances everything in this recipe. Roasting softens and sharpens. It's mellow, slightly sweet, and very family friendly. Mushrooms, the natural umami flavor, and add minerals and plant compounds. After I chop all the vegetables, I know it looks like I'm getting out of room. No worries. As soon as we put it in the oven, I'm going to put it in for 400 degrees, like for 30 minutes. They're going to shrink. To season it with oregano, thyme, and red pepper flakes. Salt and a little bit of olive oil and black pepper. Put the whole garlic, the whole garlic, because it's easier if you leave it with the skin. If you leave the garlic with the skin, and it's easier to when we're going to blend this sauce and giving all that smoky garlic flavor. Salt, and fresh black pepper. Flavor, flavor, flavor. And extra virgin olive oil. Smells really good. And now we put it in the oven and leave it for 30 minutes. Da-da-da. while the vegetables are cooking in the oven, we're going to make the mac. I'm not using the mac regular pasta. I'm using these little mini wheels pasta. They are perfect for kids, for my little kids here at home, my teenagers, right, Emily?
No, I'm not a little kid.
They like kids are visual. They like play with the pasta, or they like to play with the colors. So this is perfect. You can use regular mac pasta. You can use gluten-free pasta. You can find lentils pasta, chickpea pasta. They are delicious. So it's up to you. The difference when you cook the pasta, when you make mac and cheese or when you make regular pasta, is you cook the pasta or the mac with a little bit of water until you see the pasta is al dente. What means al dente? Al dente is an Italian word for al diente, or to the tooth. That means when you cook the pasta, it's still a little hard inside. That is because when you're cooking the pasta, or you're finishing the pasta with the sauce, is when the pasta gets perfect. So what we're going to do is going to put these bags in our pot, and we're going to add water and salt. This is very important. Never, ever, ever, when you cook pasta, use oil. People tend to use oil because they think the pasta is going to get stick if you don't use oil. The problem with the oil is when you add oil to the water, the flavor doesn't stick in the pasta because it has oil. It's pre-oily. So makes
So they
sense?
won't stick together, but they won't stick to the sauce either.
And exactly. So any pasta you're going to make, please never use oil. What you have to do is, as soon as the water is boiling and you're using regular pasta, or like in this case, we're going to put water is oil, you start mixing so the pasta doesn't stick. So now we're going to put the pasta in here. It's turn off. And now I'm turning on and I add the water. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to know exactly how much water that I need to be sure the pasta can cook, but it's still water when I add the sauce and I add the cheese. We don't want to add too much salt because, you know, the sauce is going to have salt. And we have cheese, and cheese naturally is salty. So always be careful when you cook because you don't want to overpower the salt.
You can always add more salt, but you can't take away.
Exactly. Now we wait. I am going to give you an excellent tip. Buy the whole cheese. This one is Gouda cheese, and believe me, only costs $7. I bought it in Sam's, but you can buy it in Costco, you can buy it in any other store, but always buy the whole block. Mozzarella cheese, cheddar cheese. Why? Because when we shred our own cheese, first, it's fresh. Second, cheaper. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Look at this. It looks like it's a small part of cheese. What do you think, Emily?
Looks pretty small to me.
And when you shred it, it's fresh. And when we're using, in this case, to the mac and cheese, it's going to melt faster and beautifully because it's already fresh. When the cheese is already shredded, they get dry. Doesn't taste as good when it's fresh. So always, for economy and flavor, buy the block of cheese and shred it yourself. You see the difference? It's nice, fresh. When you buy it already shredded, each single part is dry. You can tell. And how you know it's al dente? It's when you cut it, let it cool down, of course, and it's still like a little sticky. I don't know, say like a gummy style. When you try, it's soft, but it's still a little bit like
Chewy.
chewy. Exactly. Thank you, Emily. That is perfect because we're going to finish it with coconut milk or sauce and cheese, and we're going to make a beautiful mac and cheese. Now the vegetables are ready and all roast beautiful. It's going to give it a really nice touch to our sauce. We're going to blend it, and as soon as we blend it, we're going to start making the mac and cheese. Once the vegetables are roasted and slightly cool, I transfer them to the blender. I start by adding unsweetened coconut milk, blending everything until it's smooth and creamy. Once the pasta is al dente, I add the vegetable sauce directly into the pot and mix everything together while still hot. Then I add the freshly grated Gouda and let it melt into the sauce. At this point, it's already delicious. So after we blend it, we put it all together with the pasta, a lot of Gouda cheese. But you can use any cheese that you prefer. You can use mozzarella cheese, you can use cheddar cheese, you can use all the kind of cheeses. They melt really good. Finish it. I'm going to finish it. You can leave it just like that, or you can finish it on the oven. I'm going to broil high, add more Gouda cheese on top. You can serve this with grilled chicken, grilled salmon, steak, and a beautiful green salad. I have a lot of recipes in my channel with salads that you can use with this. So please go and check all those beautiful recipes that I have for you. And please subscribe and share and comment if you want me to make any kind of recipes for you. Right, Milita?
Yeah.
Finish it with Gouda cheese on top. This is really good too to take for parties, or you guys have any to-go picnics, parties. This recipe tastes even better when it's cold. So trust me. And I'm going to put oregano. Oregano is not only flavor, oregano is a natural antibiotic. So when you palms, just look like this, extra flavor, crushed red pepper. If at home they don't like spicy food, too bad. No, just kidding. Add a little bit. Doesn't taste spicy at all. It's just giving an extra kick flavor. But if you're making just for kids, you can avoid this part just in case they say, no, mommy, it's spicy. But if you guys eat at home, spicy, a little bit of spicy food, use it. Now ready, going to put in the broil like for 5 minutes. Creamy, it's cheesy, it's delicious, it's good for you because we have a lot of vegetables, and the best thing is so good. You have to try this at home. Veggie mac and cheese. See you in the next episode. Bye.